You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
So if you've been following Wimbledon lately, you've definitely heard the name Cameron Norrie being mentioned a lot. But while he's making headlines on center court, there's just as much buzz about what's happening in his life off the court, especially when it comes to his relationship and, surprisingly, jaw-dropping net worth. Let's start with his private life, which, honestly, isn't something he puts on display often. Cameron has been in a steady relationship with Louise Jacoby since 2019. They met in a pretty non-traditional way, through mutual friends in New York City, and their first date? Not dinner and drinks, but flying out to Vienna to watch him play tennis. Louise once joked that she knew early on this wouldn't be your average relationship. She thought, I guess this guy doesn't live a normal life, but something clicked, and she ended up staying longer than planned. Fast forward, and they've now been together for over 5 years. Louise, by the way, is no stranger to the spotlight herself. A talented fashion designer with experience at Calvin Klein, she now runs her own business, Studio Virgo. She's been open about the challenges of dating a professional athlete, especially the awkwardness that comes with bonding with other tennis WAGs, only to have their partners face off on court. Still, she supports Norrie wholeheartedly, often spotted courtside cheering him on. Now here's where things really get interesting. Cameron Norrie's net worth. As of now, his personal wealth is estimated to be around £4 million. But that's not the whole story. Add in his career prize money, which is roughly £9 million, and he's looking at a total figure nearing £13 million. Not bad for someone who once represented New Zealand before switching allegiance to Great Britain, thanks to his Scottish father and Welsh mother. He's also cashed in with major brand deals, landing sponsorships from names like Ralph Lauren, Uber, and Lotus UK. These partnerships, along with his consistent performance on the ATP Tour, have made him one of Britain's top-earning tennis players. What's fascinating is how grounded he still is, despite the fame and fortune. Norrie's upbringing wasn't one filled with glamour. Born in South Africa, raised in New Zealand, and brought up in a sporty but humble household, his parents were both accomplished squash players, and it was actually his mother who first sparked his love for tennis by giving him a sawed-off squash racket as a kid. Now 29. Norrie is not only Britain's last hope in this year's Wimbledon singles draw, but also a rising figure in the world of global tennis. He's preparing to face Carlos Alcaraz in what could be one of the most defining matches of his career. And win or lose, with Louise in his corner and his bank account looking solid, Cameron Norrie's story is already one worth telling. Stay subscribed for more videos.